gaming Tutor. Some movies, I feel, get cult status after a long period of time because they create a new artistic world. Blade Runner actually wasn't that great of a movie. Whoa! Yet it is a cult classic. Why? Because it pretty much nailed the future cyberpunk dystopian world, paving the way for other movies to copy it. A lot of cult classics tend to be almost blueprints for future movies to reuse for inspiration. I love Blade Runner, but it certainly lacks in depth and is almost superficial when it comes to its story. I'm not a massive movie watcher, but anything that copies that Blade Runner feel, I have probably already seen it. I haven't seen Blade Runner in a while, but I was really pulled into the world. Um, like I said, any two people can view things differently, and like you said, it's very subjective. I hardly think that many people would say it wasn't that great of a movie. I mean, you look at the time it came out. Look at the time it came out, 1982. You point me to any other movie that's quite like that for that year. Just special effects alone, just the freaking world. Yeah, I mean, I could see maybe it could have more, like I could have better dialogue, I suppose. There's things looking at it. Yeah, they could have done better, but no, I mean, no, that is a great movie. It is a great movie. Just the imagery alone in that movie, I mean, yeah. So I disagree with you when you say it wasn't that great of a movie. No, I think it is a great movie, and it holds up. And certainly there has been many movies after it, and many series. Many movies, many series, anything even from like Ghost in the Shell. Like so many people have taken things like directly from Blade Runner. So when you have something like that, I think personally you define something as great as by how many people in the future want to try to replicate that. Obviously, you done something right with that movie, which was actually based on a book. I think it's called "Do Androids Dream of Electronic Sheep?" I think that was named from the book. Like the history of it, I can't tell you the full history of Blade Runner, but I can tell you like that's one of my favorite Harrison Ford movies. A couple interesting facts about Blade Runner. One interesting thing was there were different cuts in the movie, and the theatrical version, test audiences watched it, and they wanted, they didn't really quite understand a lot of it, so they needed kind of like a happy ending. That's how Hollywood works sometimes. So when Harrison Ford was driving off, well, I don't want to ruin it for people that haven't watched it. Spoiler alert for a 30-some-year-old movie. He's driving off with Rachel, and that was put in there for the happy ending, but they actually had reused footage from The Shining. Actually, reused footage from The Shining. One big thing that has not been answered today, though, was Harrison Ford's character a replicant? Now, the director of the movie, he says that he was a replicant. Harrison Ford holds to today that actually he was not. And I like how it's kind of open for interpretation. It's open, basically, as it should be. And one of the themes of that movie is really, what does it mean to be alive?